Jared is the self-proclaimed fearless leader.
I am the president and CEO of Community Lending Group.
He has a tendency to really think that this company is his.
I really worked my way up the ladders, and here I am at the top.
I find it pretty humorous.
Brad Taylor, his official position would be secretary.
It is a female position. Jared apparently thinks that I'm somewhat below him.
It used to be that basically anything that the three of us didn't want to do, we would pitch to Brad.
I do whatever the other three owners don't want to do.
What does Brad do?
My position at Community Lending Group is the vice president.
Brett is very content being the second on the ladder, so to speak.
But I think secretly he knows that the VP really has got the allegiance of the whole company.
Brett's responsibility in the office, well, he used to do payroll. He used to do meetings. I don't know what he does exactly right now. I know he's on KSL a lot.
Usually when I go in there, he's looking at KSL.com.
I try not to let my viewing of KSL outdo the number of hours of work I do at the office. I try to keep it at least a 60-40 ratio.
I think he buys and sells stuff on KSL. I think that's what he does.
You know, Jeremy Smith is a partner of ours. He started late, made certain demands, so we let him in. I don't know why.
Jeremy hopes that I'm jealous of him because he's in pursuit of a degree from Utah Valley University. The University of Utah definitely isn't as well respected as Utah Valley University, so, but I have pride in my school, and I, at some point, would like to get a master's degree from UVU.
Jeremy's role in the business is the manager.
Apparently he's the manager of something here. Quite frankly, I really don't know exactly what he does, but he always tries to put on front that he's so busy he can't help you.
As of late, I think he's been more of an assistant to Angel and Natalie and Jen.
I went from manager, which sounded like I had some authority, to processing assistant. Now I'm just somebody's assistant. Yeah, it hurts my pride because I'm better than that. I deserve more.
Recently I've been accused of starting my own militia.
Am I part of Brett's militia? No, but I want to be.
I'm not quite sure if I'm part of Brett's militia.
If I knew that Brett had a militia, I would have to categorically deny that.
I am not aware of said militia.
Brett's militia, I can't answer that one.
Do I look like I'm part of Brett's militia?
No, I refuse to join.
I'm not in a position to join any sort of militia right now.
I hope wholeheartedly that he accepts me into his ranks.
I would be more of the person that would be stealing his food storage that he would need to use the weaponry on.
I don't know that I would want to be around Brett with a gun just because I've been hunting with him and he's muzzle blasted me a few times. He's not very safe.
Brett's almost shot me 3 or 4 times hunting.
To join Brett's militia, you can't be any geek off the street. You have to be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
I don't even know how it works.
I grill at my desk because I can't have microwavable chicken. So I make myself a little prepared lunch here and it's tasty.
The George Foreman grill, the aroma, unbelievable.
Oh, George Foreman.
Sometimes it smells like a, I don't know, kind of a cross between a Vietnamese restaurant and, I don't know, it's a barbecue gone wrong around here.
I definitely think management should do something about that. It's not very productive. I mean, why didn't she just go to lunch?
If she's going to grill, she should grill for me as well.
I've never seen anybody barbecue inside an office before.
The reasoning for George Foreman is because I'm on a really strict calorie diet. I have to lose 20 pounds.
Ellie Locke used to be very skinny, gorgeous. Went through a tough time with some men problems and had some comfort food and really gained some weight. It was tough to see.
It stinks. It really does. Literally stinks. I mean, I smell when Allie barbecues. In fact, today when I went to lunch, my wife, I jumped in the car and she looked at me. She goes, "Why do you smell?" And I was just like, "Well, yeah, it's Allie. She's barbecuing in the office again." And
I just was asking Jen if it smelled, and she didn't.
You can't smell it?
No. Can you guys smell it?
Who is Doug? I don't know who Doug is.
No, I don't know who Doug is.
Doug.
Doug. Which one's Doug?
Who's Doug? Oh, the new guy, Doug. Oh, that Doug. Doug is he's a winner. He's got a very positive attitude. He brings a lot to the table.
Doug? I don't know. Good question.
Doug. He'll send over credit repair and, send us, I don't know Doug. I don't know him.
Doug. Let's see, Doug. I don't know a Doug. Is that the new guy? Doug.
Doug. What are my impressions of Doug? Doug who? Doug. Who the hell is Doug?
Yes, I know Doug. Yeah, Doug's the new guy, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Doug is a loan officer. He's new. He's been here about a week.
Doug, I think I talked to him once or twice. I said, you look like Rick Moranis.
He kind of looks like Rick Moranis, I think, a little bit.
I've been told I look like Rick Moranis, but I hope that's not the case. That scare me to death if that's who I really look like.
America's trash, really, White trash, obese. The Americans fail to embrace the world game, soccer. It's very disheartening.
Why does Jason hate Americans? Because he's a soccer fan. I didn't know that Jason hated Americans. Yeah, it bothers me.
It's a very good question. Is he an undocumented worker?
I didn't know that Jason hated Americans.
He probably hates Americans because he has to use Proactiv. If he doesn't wash his face sometimes, he breaks out really easy.
Really?
If you probably noticed, you saw like a patch right here of 5 zits.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I personally think he has a widow's peak, and that widow's peak makes him want to grow his hair long and participate in outdoor football. Soccer for the U.S. He doesn't like to call it soccer.
I think he's just reaching for an identity, and maybe he gets that from soccer. And the long hair, the shoes matching the shirt, that whole thing.
Jason trying to become a European is basically what it is. That's exactly what it is. It is what it is. He's trying to become something he's not. He thinks he's GQ. His pants make me feel uncomfortable because they're like pegged and they're really tight, almost like spandex when he wears them to work. Makes me feel a little uncomfortable.
I guess sometimes he dresses a little European. Always got, bright clothes. Jason's a slacker. That's what I know. I think he takes naps in his office. I don't know. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. I hear people knocking on his door asking him if he's awake.
I just knew that he was messy. His hair was messy, his desk was messy. That's all I pretty much knew of him.
Like that?
Yeah.
He needs a haircut. Don't like no long hair.
Wow. I'm not even gonna lie. If there's somebody who needed a haircut, it'd be him.
We used to be a 1099 company, and everyone paid a certain amount of money to rent their office. We've moved away from that several months ago, and there's no rent, and everybody has an office. But Clayne Wayman, for some reason, continues to lock that office as though it is his own. I wonder what he's doing in there.
Why does Clayne always lock his door? Beats me, man.
I think Clayne locks his door because he's probably doing stuff in there that we should not or do not want to know about.
I've often wondered what Clayne has been doing behind those closed doors, but also at the same time, I do not want to know what's going on behind those closed doors.
Doesn't Clayne have the fire extinguisher in his office? It doesn't seem very safe that he locks his door.
It's only locked because I have all of my important things in there. I mean, if something were to happen, someone didn't lock the front door, then
I'm exposed to someone's negligence.
I don't know. Why does Caesar go out and talk on his cell phone 5 times a day outside when he's all by himself?
You know, I have seen some pretty suspicious things about him, but you know what? No, probably not. He usually hides that in his car.
That's a very good question. I'm not sure on that. Maybe he's making too much money and the IRS is going to come after him really hard.
I am aware of some illegal activity that Klain is participating, but I can't tell you.
Klain's record with law. I've heard rumors.
Klain's asked me to stay quiet.
Klain is an interesting guy. I've worked with Klain for a long time.
I don't know. He's a funny dude. He's just kind of, I don't know. He's different.
I played softball with the guy. I know he dives into, first base, head first, unorthodox, just right into first base. Knocked a guy totally off second.
Slid into first base. He was out by 10 steps before he slid, but he did anyway.
Softball skill, there were how many?
Oh, 13 or 14.
I would say I was 13th or 14th in skill.
He's just a really strange character. So I make fun of him a lot.
Klain's a cross-dresser.
Some people think that because I dressed up as Donna that perhaps I wish I was a woman. It's just one of those childhood fantasies that's never been fulfilled. Am I aware that someone in this office has a secret crush on me? No, I'm not aware of this. Natalie Arnell, I dispute that idea. I don't think she does.
I would never go on a date with Klain Wayman.
Hey, sweetie, I'm already taken.
Hell no.
My legal record? I have might have a couple of speeding tickets on my legal record.
Turchansky.
Turskansky.
Turksansky.
Turkanansky.
Turskansky.
Trzaskansky.
Turskansky.
Lusowicz or something.
Trzaskansky.
Teddy B. Turchansky.
His name is really Teddy B.
Ted's couch could probably use some new covering.
Yeah, I've seen Ted's couch. It needs to go. It looks as though something might be growing on it.
He's invited me to sit on the couch, Ted has. I refused, just out of sanitary reasons.
You know, the couch is against company policy, but there's kind of a technicality. If you look at the 4th page of the company handbook, it talks about office furniture. Specifically states couches are off limits. Technically, it's a love seat, so he kind of slips between the cracks.
Ted built my deck poorly.
Really?
Yes, he did.
Bad job.
He did a bad job. I've had to have it replaced.
I used to have a little bit of a small business doing that, just for a couple summers for college thing, all decked out. That was the name. As far as I'm aware, all of my decks are still standing. Every single last one of them.
He hadn't done a deck job in like 6 years, and he took mine and didn't tell me that it was that he didn't really know what he's doing.
You know what? He should charge for his awesomeness. I mean, you should have to pay a $5 fee just to be in the room with Ted and, in hopes that some of his awesomeness would rub off on you.
Ted Trzaskansky. That guy's a weird duck, let's be honest. I think he's still growing. His pants are a few inches short.
The best thing about Ted is it doesn't matter what I eat for lunch. Can be anything from chicken and curry to just a nice hamburger. And if I bring that back, he's grateful, and he eats it every time.
I think she does. I think Allie likes younger guys.
Kyle's a cute guy.
Does she spend a lot of time on Cubicle Row with Kyle?
Allie, she's got my heart.
I don't think I've ever had a conversation with Kyle.
Maybe Kyle's not her type.
Holly. Holly is in the West Side office, right? Real skinny, blonde hair girl. Yeah. Never talked to her either.
I think they could be fighting over me. Cute couple. Kyle and Holly, they're cute. I've never seen Holly at Walmart.
I was walking out of Walmart and he did the phone ditch like this.
I did? Was I with anybody? That never happened.
Kyle and I tend to butt heads.
Am I jealous of Kyle and Holly's relationship? No.
I'd say I'm popular with, the ladies in the office, yeah.
As far as being a ladies' man, I don't know if I really see that.
I don't think Kyle's really much of a ladies' man at all. He won't even ask Holly out, and she's cute and sits next to him.
I kind of picture him liking guys.
Well, I'm pretty sure Kyle has a crush on Clayne.
Courtney wore some crazy half nude stuff for Halloween.
I have to say for the record, I'm going to need therapy when I saw that.
That was the most disturbing Halloween costume ever.
Yeah, it's true. Courtney dressed as a stripper on Halloween. But I think the outfit was used before. I don't think it was new for him.
I was sitting in this very spot, and come walking in about 20 minutes late to the meeting, standing about eye level to me is this stripper. It was very uncomfortable because his panties were about eye level. I had to kind of scoot over, and I think I actually asked Allie or Don if they'd trade me seats.
I guess I was going for the scariest costume on Halloween, but I guess I got here a little late for the contest.
The rubber band ball. This is a ball Jeremy decided every single day to add to and create a nice big fat ball out of.
The rubber band ball. I didn't know there was a rubber band ball.
He never had any balls growing up, and so, I think he learned to make do.
Jeremy has a rubber band ball because he is, he has poor self-esteem. And he needs that rubber band ball to feel better about himself. It's a comfort ball.
That is a ball that's been put together by 100% USPS, United States Postal Service rubber bands, which we receive some every day.
Yeah, it was fun. I saw some things I've never seen before. I've played a lot of softball and baseball in my life, and there was stuff I saw this year that I hope to never see again.
Ryan's etiquette, well, he is a colorful individual, first and foremost, especially during softball.
I tend to cuss a little bit and yell.
He's a very jealous person. I think he was jealous that I was so good.
Smithy, he struck out twice in one game, and that was unbelievable, really. No, actually, I fouled out. I've never, ever swung at a softball and missed, ever.
Donna's attendance at training meetings can be very limited.
Just once. I just saw Donna at the training once.
Donna, I don't really see Donna at the meetings anymore. I've caught the seat up. The seat up in the women's bathroom. What? Really? Is it that hard to go down a little further to the men's room?
Have I ever left the toilet seat up to the women's restroom? No, I'm the one who actually always brings it down.
We had to get some keys for the bathroom because the men kept peeing on the toilet seat. And that was a little bit offensive to us.
I think it's Caesar.
I usually don't use that bathroom over there, either one, just because of the people.
I have had Jared and Clayne both try to walk in on me when I was in the bathroom, so it's probably one of them.
Donna got all pissed the other week about other men using the bathroom of theirs over there, and she's a prima donna, if you ask me.
One owner, his name rhymes with Meridlart, likes to go drop a deuce in there in the mornings, and women get tired of that, so they lock the doors now.
There's a few guys that really don't know the difference between a women's bathroom and men's bathroom, and so they use the women's as often as the men's. And we've gotten into some trouble with our co-tenants. We used to, at one point, only had one female in the office. Her name is Donna, and she actually lost the privilege of using that bathroom due to these men that, quite frankly, don't know their gender.
Am I supposed to look at the camera or at you guys? No, I really don't watch TV. Handyman-y, that kind of stuff. I have no humor. I better not take the crock pot. Okay. I do get concerned about the dead animals. He's got ducks on the wall. I have no idea if Caesar knows my real name. Oh, no. I don't have anything else I need to add.
You're attached.
Okay. Oh.
Are you guys going to be showing this to people here?
No.
Okay, I have that on tape.